Horror and comedy are film genres that are extremely difficult to convey to an audience because they deal with two of the most instinctive human responses, fear and laughter, and to execute them flawlessly requires extraordinary accuracy. Tumbbad tackles the aspect of terror in a rather unique way where it avoids the use of standard horror tropes like jump scares, heightened sound effects, and paranormal activity, instead relying on inserts to great effect. It instills dread in the audience by gradually increasing fear rather than startling them and thereby grips the viewer's attention throughout. For Tumbbad, inserts accomplish two things. One, it establishes a quick focus on the subject and its importance to the immediate sequence or for the larger narrative. Let's just take an example from Hollywood so that it's easier to relate to the inserts. Take the example of Inception. We are shown what a totem is by DiCaprio's character midway through the film, but its effects and its true focus comes when the movie ends and we are shown an insert of the totem just spinning and the movie cuts to black. It makes us ponder, it makes us think, and importantly, it makes us revisit various moments in the movie to make a sense of what's real and what is not. That single insert at the end completely changes the perspective of the film for the audience. And two, it enhances the elegance of a film in a frame, especially for films with a short runtime. Directors do not always have the freedom to create a setting to enhance the aesthetics of each section, and they must occasionally rely on inserts to bring meaning and energy to the shot quickly and move on to the next sequence. Take the example of Man of Steel. We see Superman attempting to manage his maiden flight and getting up sluggishly after falling, with an image insert of his hand indicating his troubles. However, the scene quickly shifts to Superman gaining control of his flight as we see an insert shot of his fist stabilizing on the ground and the particles forming a rhythmic wave of movement. It is so beautifully shown and pleasing to the eye of the beholder, and we are always concentrating on what happened before, and that's why its effects are heightened. Tumbbad's use of inserts utilizes these two aspects to build horror efficiently with incredible purpose. The element of greed is expressed assertively in the film's opening monologue, but the first coating of anxiety is introduced onto the screen when the camera pans to the gold coin in the Sarkar's chamber as a brief insert to zoom. This is necessary to guarantee that while the film is still about greed and its catastrophic implications, it is the object holding the coin that instills fear in the audience. Huster's idol. We have yet to see Huster's true form at this moment, and establishing a feeling of dread, therefore, with just the idol is necessary to maintain tension while preserving Huster's reveal for later on. There is also the excellent sequence of Vinayak's mother cutting the nails of the old woman, which expertly establishes the horrific nature of the woman by not actually showing anything but the state of her foot and the chain. You swiftly realize that she is dangerous and frightening, and we anticipate she will soon bring havoc to one of the boys. In terms of horror, the film's overarching theme, the fear of the unknown, is beautifully conveyed through a creative use of camera and focus on a rather innocuous component, emptiness. We know the old woman is on the other side of the door and is monstrous in nature, but when the cinematographer inserts a shot of nothing but the hole in the door, it serves as a terrific metaphor from the boys' perspective. They don't know what she's capable of, they don't know how she looks, they don't know her state of life, but they dread her. They fear the stories made about her, and most significantly, they fear something they know exists but do not know what it physically is. The following specific use of inserts usually fly under the radar because their use on screen is sparring, but in reality, they are superbly effective. Flour is used by the filmmakers to represent the delicate nature of the interaction between the common people, the god, and the evil. Food is essential for everyone involved in the story. The poor require it for survival, Huster requires it due to the curse placed on him and fears it, the old woman must be fed constantly and without choice, and the goddess's unrelenting creation of food causes all of the resulting mayhem after eons. After all, what is life without food? As a species, we dread hunger. We live on it, we thrive on it. And Tumbbad layers fear superbly by employing flour expertly. Another brilliant way to use inserts is to communicate the unexpected visually to startling effect. Tumbbad accomplishes this by tying together the opening monologue, in which we see Vinayak describing Hasta's origins to his kid about the womb, by actually showing a clearly pulsing womb as Raghav descends to seek gold. Because we only see it for the first time over an hour into the film, after all the myths and stories that have been detailed before, the payoff to watch this actually unfold on screen is rather rewarding. Beyond the scares and visual imagery, horror also succeeds only when we care about the characters. Tumbbad, like many other films, does this by generating anxiety in the audience by presenting a continuous insert of Pandurang limping when we first see him. We watch him exercising gold retrieval, which immediately defines what we can anticipate from his arc moving ahead and how difficult it already perceivably is. The passage is just a minute long, yet the film conveys the situation sumptuously, akin to a sign of impending fear, so to say. We are all overwhelmed with negativity. Greed, selfishness, and money, you can say in similar lines, are the primary sources of evil in Vinayak's story, and they serve as metaphors compared to Hasta's journey as well. Typically, therefore, the film concludes with Vinayak seeing his family and his son liberated from the curse as Pandurang weeps helplessly and decides to sacrifice his father and releases him from Hasta's grasp. And as Vinayak sees his son rejecting the gold, he smiles and finally rests in peace.